Hello everyone, and welcome to Counselor Feature Friday. I'm your host, Brian Urban. In these features, we hope to give you some simple tips, tidbits, and tricks to make your days easier and your patients happier. In this feature, we're going to talk about applying payments. This is part of the payment process where you can specifically designate portions or all of a payment to a specific line item. So let's look at that in more detail here. We're going to go into an invoice that's already been created. So let's go into the one here for hearing instruments, and we're going to jump to the payments tab. Now let's just say that the patient's going to pay this in full. So let's say we're going to take a private pay by check, okay? And now we'll do the full amount. You certainly can at this point just click add and it will add the full payment against this invoice. However, if you wish to track this more specifically, you can click on the applied payment option, and then you can say specifically what portion of this check in this case is applied to each line item. Now, because in this case it's the full amount, I can simply just click on apply amount and it will distribute that $4,000 across the two. Or I could have clicked on one of these, for example. Let's say I had 3 or 4 line items, and maybe one of them was private pay for batteries, $42.18, and maybe that's specifically what this payment was for. I could click on the date here, and that would auto-populate the field with just that amount. So in this case, it paid off the full amount, and it said, hey, it's only for this line item. But in this case, I'll just go back and I'll do it there for both. Okay, so I'll go ahead and click add, and what that's going to do, of course, is going to lock in that applied payment detail. So if I ever want to go back, of course, I can jump back into this payment and I can look at that detail again. I also can see that from within the line item report generator. So simply by going up to line item report generator, I can see the specific applied payments. So here we go. I'm going to scroll over. So now we're looking at these top two rows here. As I scroll to the right, we're going to see the payment column. We can see the cost. There's the payment specific against that line item, and the amount due is 0. So you can very quickly see that information and apply that. Now this of course has a great deal of value when we're talking particularly about more dynamic invoices where you've got multiple line items. Perhaps some of them are private pay, some of them are due from insurance, some of them you'll get part of the payment from the primary insurance and some of them secondary. So adding that applied payment allows you to see what's essentially due at a line item level, and obviously up to date along the way there. Now you do have, of course, another option here. You can actually make this process required. So if I click under administration in the top menu bar and then select the invoice options area, it'll actually let me say that the applied payments feature is required. So if you wish to have the applied payments feature used every time you take a payment, you can click here, click save, and then what will happen for that specific clinic is it will require that information has to be entered before the payment can be saved. Okay, now this will affect every single invoice, so it is important, every single payment I should say, so it's very important to be sure you want to do this, but if you want to maintain that very consistent control, you can certainly do so from here. So once again, hopefully this helps provide a little more detail at the line item level regarding payments. Please let us know if you have any questions or if we can assist in any way. Please give us a call, email us, live chat us. We're always happy to help. And thank you very much for joining us for today's Counselor Feature Friday. And as always, have a wonderful, wonderful weekend.